What's up, y'all? Hope y'all doing good. Jesse's Diecast Garage done a challenge yesterday on vintage cars. I've got a few. Told him I'd like to jump in and maybe throw some of mine in the mix there. So hope y'all enjoy. I don't know, my camera right here don't look the best in this light. I haven't got the spinner thing. I can't think of the name of it right now, but anyhow, so we're gonna try this out with this camera set up right here. I'm gonna hope it's gonna have good quality. If not, y'all just bear with me, and I'm gonna get that straightened out on the next one that I do. Like I say, this is the first time I've done this. First time I've actually used a tripod on my camera, to be honest with y'all. But here we go. First up, we got a Night Rider kit, of course. So I'm gonna spin it on my spray booth spinner here. Old kit here is pretty old. I've had him actually for a lot of years. I don't even remember when I got him. He was carded for a lot of years, and something happened and the card got messed up. And yeah, y'all know how that goes. So he's been on display for a while now. So anyhow, I just wanted to show that. Let me see the focus, guys. Let me see if that might help this out a little bit. Still learning this camera stuff. Is that better right there? Let's see, get my spin here. Maybe. Anyhow, he's actually quite good looking car, still in good shape. Now, he's a little wore where he's been just sitting on display and dust buildup, you know. It's before I had this actually before I got started collecting real heavily, so it didn't, you know, it was different for me whenever the box got messed up and what it would be now, because now I'm like, no, I don't want my cars to get messed up. Cards, anyhow. Anyway, first up, that's kit. So, second of all, we're gonna do a couple of TV cards here, and then we're gonna get into the older stuff. And these here, I think they're not originals, but I think they're done in maybe the mid to early 90s. I think that would probably be vintage enough. But we got the General Lee here. You know, he's in pretty good shape. You know, it's a winner. It's a pretty car right there. Y'all, I've always liked the General Lee. You know, I used to watch the Duke Boys as a child, man, and every Friday night I could not wait to watch the General Lee, watch the Duke Boys, and Night Rider. They used to come on together. I think it was on Channel 19 where I live, on the regular antenna way back in the day. And that was before cable and all the internet stuff. So yeah. Anyway, General Lee there, he's in good shape. He's pretty vintage, he's pretty old. I wish it would have been the actual original, but you know, it's hard to find those at affordable prices, but he's pretty old, so it's vintage enough. All right. And next up, we're gonna do, this was a 3-pack set. We got Roscoe P. Cole Trains cop car right here. And we're gonna throw it up here. We're gonna give it a quick little spin. These are Airtool versions, I do believe. I think they was the original owners. I remember the first General Lee I got, guys. I remember I was so little I could stand up in a truck seat almost. And me and my cousin, we got them at the same time at a True Value way back then, and man, we played with those cars till the wheels fell off of them. You know, I ain't even gonna lie, he had a sand pile at his house, and we'd make custom roads, and I'll never ever forget playing with these cars in that sand pile. So I was glad to find these. I've actually got a set of these carded. Some of y'all probably seen it before. But yeah, I kept that one on the card. It's in pretty good shape, and it's gonna stay that way. I mean, if you look on eBay, I'm not a seller, but these things are about $70 though. They're averaging about $70 on the card, so they're pretty expensive to replace them. And then when I got these, they was on a bad card. That's why they're open. So, yeah, sorry guys, sorry. Let's bring you in here a little closer. I think that might help with the focus. There's Roscoe's cop car. Pretty cool right there, y'all. So let's go ahead and move on down the line here. We're gonna stick with that same thing. And we're gonna have Boss Hogg's Cadillac. Let's give the white caddy a little spin right here. I would have loved to find the other ones that have the Jeep, Daisy's Jeep, and probably Anderson's car. I don't remember what the other one would have been. But I would like to have all those sets. I don't even know if they made them like that, to be honest with y'all, in the later versions. But yeah, that's pretty cool right there. A big Cadillac, white with that white interior. Got the big horns on the front of it. Let's pull him up here and let's give him a little spin. A little closer to the camera here for you guys. See there, the horns are kind of bent, y'all. But they're on there. They're not broke off of theirs. These have been on display for a long time, and when they're out of the cars in certain places till you get a glass case or somewhere safe to keep them. Like I don't have glass, but I got plastic now that they stay in that keeps them in good shape. But just regular shelf setting, you know, they get dirty and nasty, you know, and you can clean them up. But that white, when it's like that, man, y'all know it's hard to do anything with it. But anyhow, it's pretty good shape. It would actually clean up good if I took time, got me some Q-tips, soap and water, and got in there and washed it out. Just a display car, pretty neat. And I think it's old enough that we could consider it maybe a vintage car there. So. I'm gonna jump on down into some more. These cars, y'all seen some of these actually. I've had videos on them. These are cars that, well, me and my cousin we used to play with a lot as children. As we got a little older, these Hot Wheels started getting a little bit battered to the bone looking, man. We thought these cars was amazing. And some of these, well, all these cars, here's cars that when I was 10, 12 years old, this is what we done. And these were the cars that I had that I actually played with in the sand pile and in the yard in the dirt pile. We take to get beside on a tree, a lot of roots, cut us out some roads, man. Kids today, they don't know nothing about that kind of stuff, y'all. But to us, we had a blast with it back in the day, you know. They're real memories tied to this next set of cars here that I'm gonna show you guys. But this old Camaro, when it come out, man, I thought this was the coolest thing ever right here. Because when these cars first come out in '82, I mean, that was just amazing looking to me. And I always liked this body style cars because that's just the cars from my day. And the Camaros and the Trans Ams right here, they were some of the prettiest cars, you know, actually made when they was new. I mean, you take a red Pontiac GTA Trans Am with the gold honeycomb wheels on it, I'm telling y'all, man, a new one was hard to beat. It is absolutely, they're beautiful cars. And the IROC G28s like this, brand new, that was beautiful cars, guys. That was just amazing looking, and that was my favorites. Growing up to, yeah, I got older and had children, y'all. I drove these kind of cars right here, and Fox Body Mustangs. I did drive me some Fox Bodies, but this is a Z28. It's probably an '82 model. It's actually probably right around '82. It's probably, these are supposed to be original castings right here. I mean, I paid the money for them to be. Of course, you never actually know, but it's actually a vintage car, and I know it's exactly like the one that I had as a child. So, I mean, the interior red, everything, gold wheels. I'll never forget the next few here that I have, and this is one of them. Pull this bad boy in there. Check that out, y'all. Pete, old man diecast, check this out. I know you probably remember these cars right here, buddy, when they first come out. The first of the third gens. All right, let's move on down the line here. Right around the same area right here. And this was actually, I think these, if I remember right, this was the very first castings Hot Wheels made of this particular car. Was that Camaro right there? I think that was one of the very first, actually the first Camaro third gen casting that they made, I think, I believe. As I remember, I mean, when I was a child, I don't remember any other ones, so. But we have, in the same area, the black Firebird, the hood on it with the gold wheels, red interior. Another one that, as I said a while ago, the GTAs and all that, these are some of my very favorite cars. So I actually had them as a child, so I got them back so I could look at them and think about all the old memories when I do. And, you know, it's just amazing to have these right here. Yeah, it's just amazing. But anyhow, it's amazing if you find them like you can now. I mean, let's get a little better shot in here on it right here. I think this was an '82. It says '80s Firebird, but I think around '82, yeah, 1982, that's when they dropped this. So this car is actually in its 30s and it's been years old, I believe. That's crazy. It look like it's fresh out the blister, but I bet you money it was a blister pull. I bet it was on a bad card or something of that nature. But it's absolutely perfect. very, very pleased when I got it, the shape that it was actually in. The pictures look good. And I'm gonna tell y'all, some of these cars, guys, they're not cheap, man. But they're well worth it if you remember them and their memories. If you have memories with them, you know, you can't beat it. You know, I'll say that much. All right, let's step on down here. We have actually just got past the same era. This is the 80s Corvette. Would have been an 84, I think. Yeah, 80s Corvette. I can't see it shiny down on that base, guys. I don't know, but let's set it down here. Got the pink interior. This has actually got a raising hood. I'm not gonna force the hood up, guys. If I force it up, it'll stay up. This is an old car. But you can see the hood raises. You can see the motor in there. Looks like the old crossfire injection breather. So I'm gonna say this is probably 82, 83-ish Corvette with a crossfire injection. You can tell by the breather. If you know what they look like, guys, that's a crossfire. It's not a twin-port setup in this car, so I know it's not gonna be above 83, I would believe. But anyhow, I got the pink on the doors. Beautiful car. And if you look in the trunk of it, y'all, it's got a trunk in it, like a carrier trunk. See that right there? It's pretty cool anyhow, like luggage trunk. So this is the word I was looking for. So let's give them a little spin here. It's a really pretty car in black with that pink, and it was just the 80s theme. Y'all know back then that pink was a big thing. I actually used to like the hot pink better than the regular pink, but hey, you know, Hot Wheels, it just didn't go too well. Hope y'all like this video, guys. I thank each and every one of you that watches. We're still growing, y'all, and I appreciate everybody that has subscribed. I appreciate everybody that will watch this maybe and subscribe, so we can keep bringing these great videos to you guys that are, well, I try to make some interesting and good, you know. So, all right, let's go ahead and go to the next one. This one right here. That's a pretty cool one out here. It's a vintage casting. This is an old car, to get a good one, you know. What we have here is the Dixie Challenger. There is another variation that's got a rebel flag on top. But that one is, if you get a good one, man, they're crazy kind of expensive. So I just got one of these because it's close enough. And it's a really pretty car. It's almost a Roger Dodger without the motor is what I think it is. But it's the Dixie Challenger on the hood there. It says 426 Hemi. See that right there? Awesome casting, guys. I love this car when it come out, y'all. Oh man, this is another one I played with when the wheels fell off. And in fact, when my General Lee was wore out, this is the second closest to it. And I played with it till the wheels fall off, and I dug this thing up, man, on eBay. It was just a must-have for my collection for, you know, today, my modern collection. I wish I had a lot of those little cars back, y'all. I'm gonna tell y'all, man, some of them things is crazy high. Y'all just jump on there and look, and y'all are gonna know the guys that's right around my age, the Larry's towing the white tow truck with the blue tow hitch on the back of it. Man, if y'all get a good one, that thing's expensive. They like them. Of course, they're awesome. I would love to have a nice one. I don't really want it if it's in not just pretty decent shape, you know. Funny like that, but if I'm gonna buy one, I'm gonna buy one that's nice. This is a pretty nice car here. It only has very, very minimum on the top right there, as you can see. But overall, the paint's really good. It don't have no chips in it. Chrome looks good. Wheels all look good. So I was really excited to get this right here. And this is another one that's a very, very, a car that I have a lot of good memories with, you know, as a young. All right. So then we're going to move on down to this about here. I know you all are going to remember this right here, the Baja Breaker. Check that out, guys. The old Baja Breaker van. Now, of course, most of you, or I'm not going to say, I really don't know how many of you guys are my age, but this hood does raise up. It's plastic. It's old, so I don't raise it up. I'll just leave it down. Does a little wear right here on the wheel, but the rest of it's in really great shape. And that, man, I just don't want that hood to break, guys, because it's really nice to have it as good a shape as it's in. They made a lot of different color variations. And I started to collect the color variations, but I didn't. This is a variation I'm pretty sure I had when I was a youngster, and that's why I wanted to get this particular one. All these I was excited to get back in the collection. Man, I'm telling you, I would play the dirt hills and the sand piles and the dirt roads down in these little cars, y'all. That's what I grew up doing, you know, to a point where I got to where I didn't play with them anymore. I got into skateboarding and that kind of stuff, bicycling. But yeah, it's an awesome little van. It's in really, really great shape, man. Was lucky to get a good one like this. It's got a little bit of wear on that wheel on the front right there, but the rest of them look pretty good. Metal base on this one, guys. All these are, I bought them as original back then cars, and you know, and the variations, they match the time and the, you know, so I'm pretty sure they're all authentic. So let's move it down the line. And then of course, all you guys out there that was kids, this was probably y'all's favorite. This Hot Wheels back in the day definitely was my favorite. This Hot Wheels back in the day. The General Lee was close, but man, I'm gonna tell y'all, this was actually just beautiful. It was always a beautiful car, guys. It's the Hot Bird, the original Hot Bird there. This one here does have a little bit of a stripe missing off the top of it. The wheels are in good shape, and the paint is really not chipped anywhere on it. It's really shiny. This is another one. If you get it, if you get one that's mint, it's just really expensive. I mean, this one wasn't that cheap, but it wasn't the price of the one that's mint. I'll say that. But anyhow, let's spin it on the old wheel here. It's a very awesome car. Got that real pretty bird on it, that black stripe. It's amazing, guys. This is a beautiful, beautiful Hot Bird right here. It's always been my favorite. They made a lot of variations of this car. They made them in chrome, they made them in gold, you know, as the years went by. But these are beautiful castings, and I've got quite a few of these kinds of castings, Hot Birds. The newer are different, they're not the same. I had a buddy tell me that whenever Mattel moved from, if it was China or Hong Kong to Malaysia, they lost the original Hot Bird casting. They had to retool it and made it, it was different. And if you actually look at the two castings, I don't have another one close that's unparted. You can see the difference. I think the newer one, to me, it looks longer, maybe a little bit narrower or something. Something is different about it. You can just tell it's a different style casting. All right, so here we go. Let's spin it around here. Beautiful car, y'all. This is the one I used to play the Smokey and the Bandit with. This right here. Had a lot of hours invested in one of these, guys. I'm just gonna be honest with y'all. As a child, love it. I always loved this casting. I always loved this variation of this casting. It's just buried in me because I had it when I was a child, you know, like a young child, and to get one that looks good, it's amazing. It's amazing habit to go and look at these cars, and it's just awesome. All right. Hope y'all enjoyed this video, y'all. It probably got a little bit longer than I realized. I didn't realize it was gonna run into that much time. Hey, y'all think I got one here I ain't showed yet? Let me back up here. This is another one that I used to play with a lot right here. This one was a little bit rougher. It's when I very first started getting into these. And whenever I got this one in the box, the old Ford Bronco here, you know, I wasn't the craziest about the shape it was in, and that's why I had to go ahead and go up to maybe the next level, because I wanted to look really good. But it's not bad. I knew it was kind of rough when I bought it, so it's not the seller's fault. You know, I was trying to figure out what I wanted at that time, and when I got this, now I'm gonna go back and I want to get one that's in really good shape like the rest of them. But it's here, it's in my collection, and I'm proud to have it, y'all. This is an old cast center right here from back in the day, the old Ford Bronco, and I don't remember. I don't think the hood raises on this. I don't think it does though. So I'm not gonna try, but anyhow, let's bring her in a little closer right here. And there you go right there. Got that old late 70s, early 80s theme and that style motorcycle in the back of it. Check that out, y'all. It's just awesome. Oh man, I have to run the wheels off of this one too. We have a place that was close to it back when I was a child called Bruton Branch, and people used to go down there and ride in like four-wheel drive trucks. If y'all remember the old Honda Odysseys, those three-wheelers, dirt bikes called Bruton Branch. I used to play out on the old dirt hill, play like I was at Bruton Branch, and this little truck right here. And then trying to climb them old hills back on them power lines. That's what it was, power lines. And man, used to love playing with these little cars. But anyhow, I got a couple of little finds here that I was gonna share, so if y'all hang around for a second and check it out. Come across a Marshall now, another Blue Thunder today, in a really pretty variation actually. It's done in a gray and a blue. It's just a really pretty truck. I haven't decided if I'm gonna open it yet or just play it on the card. But it's an awesome looking truck, y'all. By the way, this is Series 30, by the way. This has just come out. I'll look for the chase. I want to get these chases, but I didn't see it today, but I'm going to keep looking. But yeah, it's a pretty cool truck, y'all. Double Blue Thunder there. And something I picked up at Target this morning. I had never seen one myself, but I'm sure they're out there. I don't think there's a lot of them out there, so it may be kind of rare to find. I know Brandon over at Liver Diecast, I don't know what happened to him. He's still getting on. I don't never get anything from him anymore, but he's a good guy, y'all. If y'all remember, Brandon found the Super Treasure Hunt in a 9-pack at a Target. Now I didn't find one with a Super in it, but I did find one with a mod rod in it. A regular treasure hunt right there. Check that out. So I thought that was a pretty cool find, man, in that 10-power 9-pack right there. So of course I had to get it, because I mean I went through the rest of them and I didn't see another one. There was the same package here, but they had different cars where this one was, you know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's got a pretty variation of the exclusive of the 300ZX, and it's pretty nice. I like this right here variation really well as that one. Of course, the mod rod when I got it, because it's a treasure hunt, you know, and it's actually really cool to me to have this. I've never found one in a 9-pack yet. And it's just a pretty cool looking 9-pack, but you know, I'll keep this on the car or the box. It won't ever get up there. But just wanted to share that with y'all. It's pretty cool. I'm taking a look, so I'm gonna check them out a little bit better. That 300 is actually a really nice car. I'm not much on the fancy casting, y'all. It's just not my style. But that's pretty cool right there, that dick case treasure hunt. Or was it E? It may have been E-case treasure hunt. Monroe, it may have been E, I think. But yeah, it's a pretty awesome little find on a 9-pack like that anyhow. Alright guys, well that was it. We wanted to do that challenge for Jesse. It's the first challenge I've done. Hope y'all enjoy it. Hope y'all like the cars I show. Hope y'all continue to subscribe. Hope all you guys that come and watch my stuff regularly, thank y'all very, very much for coming. A couple of shout outs I've got today from Cato and Charles's Diecast Garage. They're great guys, great supporters. I love their personalities, man. We're just, you know, I think these are guys we could all just get together and talk and have a good time if we actually met up closer together where we live, but you know, we live far apart. Anyhow, they're great channels. If you haven't ever watched them, go watch them, check them out. It's Cato's World, Charles's Diecast Garage. You know, great stuff, great guys. Go check them out. I'm out, guys. Be safe. Happy hunting.